Okay, this is the science mini lesson. Part of our lesson today is about conductors and insulators. These are words that we have heard mentioned a couple times in videos. By the end of today, I want you to listen carefully. Insulators. I want you to listen really carefully and be able to recognize conductors and insulators. Conductors allow electricity to flow easily. Insulators do not allow electricity to flow easily. So you can think of conductors as helping. I'm just going to do a little lightning bolt for electricity. And insulators slow down electricity. That's my little lightning bolt for electricity. That doesn't mean that all insulators completely stop electricity, but most of them will pretty much stop electricity from jumping from one object to another. It's almost like a wall. In your video, they'll describe like how if you have a rubber garden hose, it stops water from going anywhere. It stays inside the tube. It does the same thing for electricity. It holds the electricity in place and will let it jump around. It kind of contains it. Insulators contain. Conductors are like paths that they can travel. So sometimes you know off the top of your head types of objects that conduct electricity because you know that if you touched them or you touch them to, say, a plug or something that's electrified, that it's going to shock you. Some examples of common conductors are metal and water. And some types of metal are better conductors than others. So copper and gold, for example, are very good conductors. Insulators are things like air, rubber. Another one is wood. Another good one is fur or cloth. Sometimes can slow down currents. So these are things that are going to slow it down. These basically stop electricity. These allow electricity to flow. Glass is another insulator. Glass will insulate. It will stop electricity from flowing. Okay? So as you're watching your video today, listen, and you may want to take notes for yourself that look like my notes right here of all the types of insulators that are mentioned and all the types of conductors that are mentioned. After that, you're going to get an intro to electromagnetism. We're going to be continuing to talk about that subject this week, so it's okay if you don't come out of it an expert on electromagnets by the end of the Nearpod lesson. But please complete it and do your best because I'm going to expect you to have background knowledge when we come back tomorrow. All right? I will talk to you soon. Have a good afternoon.